Hey folks, I've been thinking a lot today about a trip we took to Africa many years ago. Had the privilege of ministering in several nations, Kenya and Uganda. And on the last day of our trip, having lunch with a dear old missionary, a saint who had spent, I think, over 25 years there just outside of Kenya. And she was saying goodbye to her son, a pastor whose church was a soccer stadium. We filled it up twice on a Sunday morning, preached to over 20,000 precious African brothers and sisters. And here, as this pastor was leaving us early at lunch, had to leave, he leaned over to say goodbye to his mother, and he kissed her, and then I heard him say to her, "Mom, don't forget, always keep the shout." And I thought, those words are special. I knew there was something to it, so I couldn't help but ask the dear sister after he left. I said, "I heard your son say, keep the shout." I said, "What does that mean? You've got to tell me." She said, "Oh, it's special. As the children of Israel had to trust God as they marched around Jericho, obeying God's orders, expecting as we often do and pray and ask God to meet our needs, and yet sometimes at the end of going in Jericho circles, we look and there's still no answer. There's still a wall separating us from the promise of God. And now the question is, he wants me to march another day when I've seen no change and things are still the same old way. But I'm going to obey him and I'm going to trust him. And then day 3, and then day 4, then day 5. I think somewhere before we get to 7, someone had to say, we're just going in circles. How long I've been trusting God, I've been waiting, I've been just trying to keep prodding along. But he's told me to march tomorrow. Not only that, he said 7 times. 7 times on that same day. After all we've been through, and I've seen nothing happen and nothing come through, I'm going to do it. And he said at the end, just make sure you still have faith. And that deep inside, there's a shout of victory ready to go forth from your heart. I just pray that all you've been through, that somehow you still have that inside. And if you do, hang on and keep the shout. And I wrote this song that says it all, because I've been right here where I asked the Lord to hear my cry, and by faith I took my stand, and I'm trusting God, He'll work things out by His unfailing plan. And though the days keep passing by, I won't worry. I won't even ask why. I'm gonna keep the shout. So just ask the Lord, He will hear your cry, and then by faith just take your stand and keep trusting God that He'll work things out by His unfailing plan. And though I hit the wrong keys, it really doesn't matter to me, as long as you know day 7's coming and victory. So keep the shout. Keep the shout.